If anybody ever asks, why do we drink? It's because we moderate Jaxmains.
Because we want to kill ourselves slowly.
Dude, that subreddit's so stupid. I don't even know fucking why anybody wants that shit. Oh shit, I'm retarded. And what are we doing again?
We're
Jesus Christ, this is a shit show. I feel like we need to restart. Welcome, retards and retardettes, all alike. You're all invited to wait a second. You're all invited to courteously blow our butts. All right, so introductions. I'm Vague Man. I'm the admin of the Jaxmains Discord, owner of the Jaxmains Discord. I can say that. I can't say I'm the owner of the subreddit.
You're the owner. Yeah,
I'm the head admin of the subreddit.
Juck is inactive, so
fucking monkey.
Our owner's fucking dead.
Yeah. Actual ape. And you are who?
I'm Real Weapon AFK, aka DMJ, short for Dunkmaster Jax. I'm one of the admins of the Discord, and I help moderate this subreddit as well. I help with matchup discussions and trying to keep shit straight with Vague Man. So
yeah. He keeps me from going over the edge and wanting to kill myself.
Yeah,
I think it's happened like
even though he has to sacrifice. Well, he like feels like he wants to do these things. I do too. So we share this bond we want to kill our fucking selves. That's why we're drinking.
Hell yeah! Oh god, I can still smell it on my fucking mask. This is the worst idea. I'm gonna use my cum rag. Hold up.
Oh shit! He's pulling out that.
Okay,
fuck.
God.
Anyways, so we're going to talk about the state of the sub.
Oh yeah, because we did a thing.
The fucking changes we made when we went full Nazi mode on you guys.
Absolutely, that was great. I had so much fun doing that. I was so pissed off while writing the sticky note. It was so bad.
It was making me angry reading it. Because I was like, how the fuck are these people like fucking up this bad?
Are they breathing? Like, while I was like, I'm pretty sure like my tone of voice was obvious when I was writing this, that every single bullet point that I wrote on here means I was pissed off when I wrote it. Like when we started off with this, we had like 5 topics that we wanted to just ban outright. And that was going to be basic ass builds. What else was it going to be? Best skin, because everybody was having my shop at the time.
Oh my god.
Death Dance and Essence Reaver, because that's flavor of the month. But now it's like evolved into like 3-4 times longer. We've got basic builds, runes, summoner spells, skill order, fucking basic trading tips, how to split push, Death Dance and Essence Reaver, why no lifesteal, Jax rework when, I have a Jax rework idea, what's the best skin, how do I get packs Jax, animations feel weird, I want to join a club, I want to make a club, common matchups, and most popular Jax streamers and players that I can go and stalk. And now, like, I made like a fucking 20,000 character length post saying shut the fuck up. And so now we're at the point where we're just deleting every low effort post that has these topics covered by them. So
we're
so bad.
We're not giving warning, honestly. Like we have it fucking laid out in the post, and it's like people don't fucking read our shit.
They don't.
And it's like
they think Reddit's Google.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which is fucking baffling to me because Google is so much better at being Google than Reddit is.
Omega lol, yeah.
But
fucking true.
We were able to delete a lot of fucking low effort posts, and also starting as of a few days ago, we're also going to be deleting posts that have title in the fucking body, because that shit's stupid.
Yes,
I hate that.
100% delete those. Like you need to like actually put effort into writing your posts and like talk about your opinion of fucking something or whatever, even though we don't probably give a fuck about your bronze brain opinion.
That's actually my cum rag. My dick has touched that.
Oh damn. That's nice to know.
It is. You know what's also nice to know? That fucking Jax has 2 toes.
Oh shit.
It's disgusting.
I did not know they looked that fucking
They're so bad, dude.
They're fucking guys say that Jax is a fucking eggplant, but he actually has fucking eggplants on his goddamn body. It's legit. His toes and his fucking fingers are legit eggplants.
It's disgusting. But also, getting back on track, because of the new policy changes and removal of these frequently asked questions, we're also starting to see some like actually legitimately good questions. Like this person's saying, like, when do I build Tiamat when jungling? Which is actually something that I don't know about, mostly because I play top lane. But
oh, there was a post like that?
Yeah,
Shit.
it was literally just an hour ago. Some dude's just saying, "It's like this is a build I'm good at." Another person's asking a legitimately good question: is how does Black Cleaver interact with Jax's ultimate?
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good question. At first, I like fucking thought like
he was gonna be memeing because Black Cleaver.
I mean, it said not a meme, so I figured, I don't know, it was like really clickbaity, but.
No, I put on not a meme just because like when I first read Black Cleaver, I like instinctually like hovered over the remove button. And then I like hold up. Let me just make sure. And I watched and then I read the post and it's just like how does Black Cleaver interact with Jax's ultimate?
Yeah, I was actually legit thinking I was going to have to remove that post because I thought it was going to be a troll question saying, do I build Black Cleaver instead of Trinity for some games?
The answer is no. A million times never.
Why do you think the Wits End build with fucking
Wits
Black Cleaver?
It's
such a meme.
Wits Cleaver's a meme.
Yeah. Because somebody asked a fucking stupid question.
God damn, dude.
Holy fuck. But anyways, like those questions are really welcome because those are interesting discussions to have on the subreddit rather than how do I op.gg.
Oh god, fuck off with that shit. We're still gonna delete that shit no matter what.
Yeah.
Except 100%. Now we've got a post that justifies it rather than saying use your goddamn brain. Because people don't like being told use your goddamn brain. Because they're stupid.
Nope.
Alright. You wanna deliver patch notes? I'll throw you a link.
Yeah, I mean, I know this patch wasn't that big, but
Nunu got a rework.
Look at him. No, oh yeah, Nunu got a rework, which honestly, I think, well, since he's like pretty much banned every game, it doesn't really fucking matter. But like honestly, every time I've seen a Nunu, they've like their gank pressure is fucking disgusting in comparison to a lot of fucking champions in the game.
Bet.
Like you would think like certain champions do better for ganks, but Nunu is just like, I think #1 ganking champion in the game now.
Really?
Because of his fucking
snowball?
Yeah, because of his fucking snowball.
I mean, feels like like you could replace the snowball with a Rammus and it feels like the same fucking champion though.
Oh, that's true. I didn't really think about Rammus, but
or like a Scion, or a Scion Pass 6. I mean, but like all those things feel the exact same, and like it's all he doesn't get like a fantastic movement speed buff from it or anything, does he? Like from using his snowball?
Oh yeah, he does.
He does.
It ramps up over time. Yeah. And the thing about it is Nunu can lane gank, and he can also like the thing about it is like he can gank from so many different angles that it just makes it like hard to deal with in general. And like lane ganking is hard. Like if a champion can lane gank, it's fucking hard to deal with.
Maybe that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to make Nunu the lane gank champion because that he gets a lot more like angle a lot more angle benefits from going from the lane rather than going from like the fucking river or some shit. Right. Unless they're just sitting in the middle of the lane for 8 years or something like that.
Like I've been seeing most people spam Predator Nunu with like full AP, and god damn, the damage is nuts. Like you one shot your fucking squishy, like your fucking squishies are fucking dead if they get hit by Snowball.
That's
like,
good.
Snowball has up to a 150% AP ratio with like 360 base damage max rank. If you have the full charge.
Okay.
And that's not including all his fucking other AP ratios on his kit.
Yeah, I tried to go and look up the fucking AP ratios on the League of Legends on the League of Legends website, and it's just like you deal 0 magic damage and 0 scaling magic damage. I'm just like, wow, cool. That's really, really helpful and informative, guys. Really nice job to be on top of that sort of shit.
Hold on.
What the fuck?
Holy fuck, it's thundering outside.
Oh, it's thundering for you, but I think somebody's getting shot out here. I hear sirens.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, bet. All right, so obviously, Jungle Nunu. Oh, do you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over like his, just like talk about him a little bit. I don't want to take too long though.
Sure.
The CC he brings,
very big,
along with the fucking damage, is actually nuts.
Okay.
Like, he has a root, a slow on his root.
Oh, yeah.
A fucking knock-up stun.
Yeah. Strong.
And his fucking slow on his ultimate. And not to mention a fucking heal.
Wait, he has a heal? I didn't know that. Where?
His Q.
Oh, well, a self-heal. Okay. He's not like a fucking Nidalee.
Like you can actually use your Q on champs now, which is fucking nuts.
Lamau, we can.
And it's the damage scales off your health and AP as well. So that's the thing.
It's pretty with HP. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So honestly, you can build tank on this champion, and also his new ultimate gives a shield now, so it's a lot better than it used to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it scales off bonus health. It has 30, 40, 50% bonus health scaling. So.
So obviously, oh sorry, my bad.
I'm sorry. It's up to a 250% ratio on the ult. I'm pretty sure that's what it was before.
250%?
Yeah, and the maximum damage. That's the maximum damage, though.
Okay.
So it starts at 625 and goes up to 1,275 base damage, maximum damage.
So that's maximum base damage.
Yes.
So, okay.
That's just base damage, but the 250% AP ratio.
And then okay. Jesus Christ.
This champion with AP is fucking nuts, in my opinion. Like, if you don't have magic resist on Jax, you're fucked.
Oh, good thing I got my die move.
And even if you like do have magic resist, you're probably going to be CC'd so hard that it's really not going to matter, which is one of the worst things for fucking Jax.
Feels good, man.
All
right.
So yeah, that champion is not
stupid
fun
and
to deal
busted.
with.
Yeah, he's like a new Sejuani, basically, is what I'm basically getting from all this.
He's a Sejuani on steroids.
Fucking lol. That's exactly what everybody wanted, right?
Yeah, fucking lane gank and one-shot you with a one ability. Yeah, that's...
With one ability? That sounds like an exaggeration.
It depends on the champion, honestly, and it depends on how far ahead he is, obviously. But
okay.
Like, if you're playing Jax, you're not going to get one shot by his W.
No, of course not, because you've got Counter-Strike and ulti.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, if you're fucking new to Jax, use your Counter-Strike when dealing with AoE, because it'll reduce that shit by 20%. The more you know.
Wait, was it 20? I think it's 25%.
Something like that.
Whatever.
In either case, it's a fucking large amount.
Yeah. Yeah, it fucking helps. People don't use it that way.
No, they don't. Like what I like to do is I pop ulti in Counter-Strike when I'm low on HP, and Karthus pops his ulti.
I see people like pop Counter-Strike when they're at the tower after they've used all their AoE abilities and they're running away.
What?
And then the single target abilities like Annie Q is coming at them and they just like pop Counter-Strike.
Like,
and I'm like,
no, it's Annie's
you should have used it
attack,
on his fucking ult and his goddamn W.
Literally, even though they don't auto attack, fucking pop that shit early anyways, because that way you can dodge that shit.
Not only that, you can stun and then disengage, and that helps your disengage a lot better.
It does, a lot.
So yeah, back to the patch notes. So speaking of Annie,
actually, I've got one more Nunu and Willump question, because now that's their name, Nunu and Willump. If you say just Nunu, you're wrong and you're old. So
Yeah.
obviously that these new changes affect jungle a lot more than top lane. So how do you think that Jax fares up in the Nunu Willump matchup in the jungle then? Like Jax probably has the benefit of being able to clear maybe a little bit faster. Nunu's gonna clear
I don't
healthier.
know.
No, not really.
Um, Actually, I think Jax does like clear a bit faster because of the attack speed and shit.
Okay.
And um, honestly, Jax still like their clear in terms of health is like Jax just always has a healthy clear, but like Nunu can like sustain and shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I think Nunu, like, if he invades and you actually catch him invading, you'll
You can
probably
fight him.
kill you. You
Yeah.
can definitely fucking kill him.
Because he doesn't have the
But
tools to fight you and run away. He has to use one or the other.
but if he like just walks up while you're doing buff and he just like cues it, you're probably gonna lose. Like
Yeah. Okay.
he can actually probably harass you the way he could before,
Harass.
but it's not as intense as it used to be.
Hmm.
Because it used to be just spam E, run away with blood boil on you, and just Q spam any monster you see.
Yeah. Okay. How much damage does
But
his fucking Q do now, though?
I think they kept it like the same, if not better.
Champion damage. It's 60 at rank 1, and then it increases by 40 for each point you put into it.
Yeah.
And then it scales with AP and bonus HP.
Honestly, I think New can actually duel better too.
Yeah, of course, because old Nunu was just a fucking piece of shit, and he would like have to front load all of his damage onto his snowball.
He was legit just like a jungler you pick to like fuck over the enemy jungler and
Yeah.
just have really good objective control. But New actually still has good objective control.
He still does because he's kept his fucking consume. So he's still good like
Yeah.
that, but now he's also got like better AoE, so he can do that. And they got rid of that stupid ass. Did they get rid of that stupid ass passive where he like gets different buffs from different camps? Because that shit was so stupid.
Yes.
I hated
Yes.
that so much. It felt so weird to use. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, you
that
deal bonus magic damage on hit. Oh, you got more max HP because you're a fucking retard. Hated it.
We're gonna do a small little rework for Nunu because he is such a fucking outdated champion and Riot are so lazy.
We're just changing. Well, I mean, like, we're not lazy because we're still working on a full rework. But this should tide you guys over and make Nunu not feel like shit, even though it's just fucking basically saying, hey, all you low.
I'm putting more stats.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, more stats, you fuckers, you retards, you fucking gringo.
Yeah.
All right. Annie, we never see Annie in top lane, so that doesn't matter. Bard, we never see Bard in top lane, so that doesn't matter. What the difference between that is that you're gonna get cucked a little bit more by Bard more often. Just that's what that cooldown means. Fiora, crit damage. She gets 20 more. Okay, so I feel like Blade Work is going to be like the 1-point wonder for Fiora. Is that the 1-point wonder, or is it her? Or is that her? Let's see. Champion.gg. Fiora. What the 1-point wonder is, because like the bonus damage on there, if it's a 1-point wonder, is actually kind of significant. Okay, so it's her second leveled ability.
Yeah, it's going to definitely stay as her second leveled. Like
and it's going to basically buff her early game a little bit, especially since she usually takes that level 3. It's gonna make her be a little bit more painful. The crit damage goes up. The base damage on the first one doesn't do anything.
Yeah, giving
Counter-Strike, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, you just pretty much, if you Counter-Strike Fiora's
Blade Work,
Qs even,
oh yeah,
you dodge those too. But the issue with Counter-Strike versus Fiora is her fucking W, but you just play around that. Like, you just either out mind game her and hit her with a stun when she doesn't expect it, or you don't even hit the stun, you just use it to dodge autos and probably win the trade.
Something that I keep noticing with Fioras though is that if you're patient with your count, they always think that you're going to end your Counter-Strike early. Is that true, do you think? Or do you think I'm just talking out of my asshole?
I do see a lot of Fioras actually, like, Around my elo, yeah.
Yeah, which is like gold 2 or some shit.
Yep. So like we're around like the gold plat
Yeah.
range.
I can't. Last season I finished plat 5. Season before, or was it the season before? Or well, this season I'm like gold 2, gold 1, some shit like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're up there. You know, top 10%. As much as like the fucking Reddit League community likes to say, gold 5 or gold 1 and fucking plat 5 don't mean shit. It's still going to be better than most people are able to accomplish in their fucking tiny lives.
Yeah. You just need diamond, and even if you have diamond, it's hard to be recognized nowadays too,
Yeah.
because people make memes of diamond players.
Yeah, people don't respect diamond players, even though diamond players are going to absolutely fucking be better than most of the league community in every single way, because
Oh
everybody
yeah.
on fucking Reddit thinks that they're challenger and they know what they're fucking talking about. Everybody talks
That
out of their ass.
yeah.
The lower rank they are, the more ass talk they do.
Yep. Anyways, but yeah,
Garen.
Fiora late game, I mean early game is going to be harder to deal with. But yeah, Garen nerf
That's good.
fucking needed.
I mean, rank 1 is not going to mean much, but like, okay, so in the Jax Garen matchup, doesn't Garen like max Q as like, because Garen knows that he can't actually land the silence on you, so I feel like he's just going to put more points into his spin to win. Is that
What
what
it
he
should
does?
I've seen a video on it, and like a high elo Garen main actually like bases it off like how good the Jax player is with his
Okay,
counter strike.
okay. So
So like
basically, depending on how bad the Jax is, he'll put more points into Q or onto his E.
yeah.
All right.
So like if the Jax is good with his counter strike into his Qs, then he'll max E.
Okay, that's smart. That's actually like a
Yeah.
level of mind games that I wasn't really expecting. But still,
And
this late game nerf, it doesn't feel like it's too impactful because like at rank 2, it's only going down 5 damage. At rank 3,
yeah,
it's only going down 10. So it's really not like Garen has spun his way into top lane dominance as of late, and Q's early game leaves his opponents with few opportunities to trade well. This doesn't really mean a whole lot when you nerf it by a net total of 20 at last rank.
yeah,
Doesn't really do a whole lot.
20 base damage isn't that much, especially when you count that Garen's going to go
Yeah.
Trinity Force and just like have a
Does he?
bunch
That's
of Yeah, nowadays Garen's go Trinity
holy
Force.
shit. That makes me want to kill myself.
Yep.
All
Does
right.
so much damage on Q proc.
That's so fucking stupid. All right. So then
Yeah.
now, Garen's still probably going to be cancer, and this is probably isn't going to be enough to force Garen out of top lane.
No.
No.
I've definitely seen him in some of my games, and he's just been ridiculous every single time I see him, whether it be on my team or the enemy team.
Yeah.
It's just
I've been thinking about abusing Garen for a couple of games. I've been thinking about it. I mean, like, I already played Jax. What's a couple brain cells?
yeah, I mean Garen is legit like such a easy champion to learn.
Like, instead of pressing E to counter strike, just press W to counter strike. It's so easy.
Yeah, ever since that W change, I think he's been
It's
really good.
Yeah. All right, the Aurelia thing here. I think that this is really good for the health of Aurelia. This is going to overall increase Aurelia's mobility because it requires her to reset on minion kills to be able to get that cooldown back up. So like this is just bringing her back to form to where she was before. What this does mean though is that she's going to be a little bit more mobile against Jackson. So now you got to kind of think of her as like a little mini Yasuo, except you can actually see the timers because the minions are fucking dead. So when the minions are dead, she can't dash back to that minion unless she's got like the cooldown or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the matchup too well with reworked Irelia, to be honest.
Fair. It's
But
literally basically the same champion, except now you get counterplay with her stun. But now, like, better Irelias have been so patient with their stun that they're just like, I'm just gonna hold it for 8 years, like I'm a Lee Sin with a million move speed walking up to you. It's like, oh, I'm trying to dodge the Lee Sin. Look at me, and then the Lee Sin's just like, I'm literally right here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I think it was good because I don't think Irelia is that bad of a matchup anyway, and
No,
she was honestly kind of struggling a tiny bit.
Was she really? I feel.
I don't know.
Maybe. I feel like
I think that's why they buffed her.
I mean, I haven't played her since the rework, so like Irelia's dead to me now that she doesn't get free Sheen procs off of her ultimate or anything like that.
I mean, I played her a couple times, not really that many. She's definitely a champion that if you actually like invest time into learning,
Of course, yeah.
it's so fucking worth. Like the skill cap on that champion now is actually really nice.
Her stun is massive, dude. That shit's like Jax shit. It's so big. Oh, so big. Cassidon, we never see that fucking champion in top lane. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
oh, he might roam to top lane. Then he's important.
No, it's just fucking Cassidon is just really strong right now in general. Like that buff was not necessary, I feel.
1 second, half a second, and 0 seconds at ranks. I feel like this is okay.
That fucking matters.
Well,
that
for Cassidon, yeah, because he like still builds cooldown reduction, and it's still gonna like scale on him and shit. So he's just probably gonna be shown up more. He's probably gonna be flavor of the month at least until fucking Riot like adjusts their brain chemistry or whatever.
He is. He's like really good right now. Like a lot of people are playing him, but again, like he's not really top lane, so it doesn't really fucking matter until like mid to late game.
That's good to know.
Kayn.
Yeah, you're the jungler. You got like all this shit.
So honestly, Kayn is such a fucking cheese jungler.
Is he cheese?
He's so cheese, dude. Like if you play him that way, it actually is really good. Like the good Kayn players cheese the fuck out of you in jungle.
Okay.
Like I was cheesed like so hard last night. So hard. I wasn't playing Jax, so
oh, that's your fucking problem, retard.
I was learning I forget who I was playing. I was playing Poppy jungle or something.
Okay.
Just something fucking different. Anyways, I was playing Poppy and you know, I didn't fucking think of this like going to look at my fucking Raptor camp to see if Kayn is there or whatever the fuck while I was doing red buff level 1, and he fucking took all my mini Raptors while we were like they were leashing and shit, and then you just fucking flashed the wall, smited, eat out, and I was fucked. I was so fucked.
Nice.
And then he just kept invading me the entire game because he had such an advantage on me.
That's
and I was like,
cool.
So yeah, my fucking early game was cucked so hard, so I didn't have like any lane pressure. While Kayn did, he had gank pressure on top of invading pressure. Because something else is my teammates weren't like fucking like coming into the jungle and helping me out when I spam pinged.
Of course not. You're never gonna get fucking help when you spam ping. You never do.
My Aurelia was pushed the fucking tower, and I was in my jungle right next to her. She legit could have came, and like we probably would have got 2 kills. But no, that doesn't matter.
So then what I'm getting from all of this is that Kayn is basically like a decent counter jungler into like tank matchups and low threat matchups.
I think he's just really good in general counter jungling. Like even if he doesn't do that cheese, like he
can pop in, pop out because of his mobility.
Yeah, like what most Kayn players do though is they just go to your fucking Raptor camp and they just clear it like so quickly because of their AoE. It's like ridiculous.
Fucking bet.
And they get out and then they can probably surprise gank while getting out on your mid lane. So honestly, like the Kayn buff, I mean, I think it was necessary because I thought Kayn was kind of weak at the moment.
Yeah, I never saw Kayn, like, honestly, like, and whenever I see Kayn, I'm just like, oh fucking Christ, I'm not gonna see my fucking jungler until like 10 minutes.
But yeah, it's going to make him a lot more fucking annoying early game. Honestly, he needs the early game love because he's a champion that relies on getting his form, so he kind of needs that little bit of defensive mechanism to actually like be relevant in the game and not like die before getting his form too much. I don't know.
No, I understand. Master Yi, this is just gonna help. This isn't gonna make Yi magically better.
No.
Like in skilled hands, he's gonna be terrifying, like always.
Oh yeah, if you do the auto reset W shit, that's going to be annoying as fuck.
Or if you use his W as like a real counter strike, then that's also gonna be kind of terrifying. Because like they up the damage reduction, meaning that early game, because like you usually isn't like I'm pretty sure that W is like one of those points that you max Q first, so meaning that you're gonna have like points in W, like you're not gonna have a lot of points in W, but that's still gonna make like Yi a lot more strong in general, because it basically brings him up from having to put 3 points into W into now just putting 1 point into W to get the same effect. So now he's going to have like a lot more tankiness when fighting. And it's going to be more difficult for other lanes. If you get into a fight with him, sure, you can like cheese him out of it, but if you try and stun him out of his meditate, now you're going to not have damage or you're not going to be able to have as much resistance against him, but it's still going to just mostly be a general buff for Yi, and I think he's not going to be that much more of a pain unless he gets fed off of your teammates, but we all know that's going to happen.
Honestly, it makes meditate a better 1-point wonder. It just helps. It helps Yi for early game. So that's how I look at it. It's not really that significant, though. It's kind of a placebo buff, as LS would say.
I feel. Rengar ultimate goes... Oh, God.
I think this is huge.
Yeah, it's kind of big.
I mean, it's not huge, but it's pretty big.
Yeah. Especially for the first point, because... all these junglers are getting early game buffs. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, so that's gonna like push Jax out a little bit, because like all these junglers are now gonna be getting more attention, because like we've got Garen's getting a buff, Aurelia's getting a buff, so top lane is gonna be like a little bit weaker. Not like in any huge way, but it's gonna feel a little bit more significant when that shows up. Fucking Kayn, Yi, and Rengar all getting early game buffs is like, fucking really, okay?
But if you think about it, like bringing Yi and Rengar into the meta against the Jax is not a good idea, because that actually helps Jax, because Jax actually deals with those matchups really well.
Yeah, but that's only for the instances when they actually go in and fight the Jax. If these guys are being smart, then what they're going to do is they're just going to go and prey onto the lanes that they're ganking, rather than fighting the Jax directly, because they already know. It's like, hey, fuck it, can't deal with them. But I'm stronger now, so I can just like keep throwing myself towards bot lane, towards top lane, towards mid lane, and do shit like that.
And that's why, as the Jax player, you got to know where the fucking jungler is at, and just be ready to counter gank shit, because you'll fuck them up.
Bet. Varus, we don't care. He's easier to kill now. Cool.
Oh.
Well, base HP goes down, so he's easier to kill now, which is nice.
Oh, another jungle buff, Wukong.
Okay, and top lane, technically, kind of.
Wukong's not hard to deal with.
Base attack speed at level 1. So this is literally just to help him through level 1 so that he can get a little bit healthier clear to start out with. So that's pretty good for him. Woo.
I mean, he needed that, honestly.
He's a shit champion. He needs a rework.
Yep. Oh, Yorick nerfed, so easier matchup.
I can't deal with Yorick. My tiny 8 brain keeps spaghettiing over and over. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna go and jump onto Yorick. Oh wait, fuck, I forgot. I need to save my Q for when he uses his dark procession. Oh fuck, he's just gonna keep poking me with his fucking minion damage. My brain's too small. That's literally me every single time I have to go and fight a Yorick. It doesn't matter how fucking hard I chunk him. It's just like my brain is just too fucking 8 brain to know when to save my abilities.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I do the same thing all the time. And it fucks me over so hard. Like, the matchup is actually easy if you actually know what the fuck you're doing. But if you turn your brain off and just play Jax,
then you're done.
Having your brain off, you're probably not going to win the matchup.
No, you're fucked. Yeah, but in general, they reduced the damage by a lot early game. So for the Mistwalkers, so that's really good for fucking 8 brains like me who just want to play Jax but not play League of Legends. Taric doesn't matter. Stormrazor.
What the fuck? Now defaults the physical if Taric has no bonus attack damage or ability. Okay. whatever.
What? Terex passive means you pass. What the fuck?
I mean, I get that makes sense. Actually, that actually helps him.
So
But it's really a placebo buff.
If he has no AP, then he's going to get physical damage from his auto attacks.
Yeah, so the adaptive damage is going to be physical.
He
like
had
it's going to go
damage?
AP. Oh, like if you go like in the runes. Wait, I'm so confused.
What the fuck?
It's just a fucking dumb buff. I don't even know. Anyway, Stormrazor got fucking gutted for like Rengar and shit.
Okay.
So overall, I think Rengar got a nerf, to be honest. Like champions like Rengar, Kha'Zix, anybody that abused Stormrazor. Stormrazor's not really like a good early game item. Well, it is still, but it's not as good as it used to be. But
disclaimer: we're top and jungle mains, not AD carry mains or Yasuo mains.
I'm not going to talk too much about that, but like in terms of like champions that like one-shot assassin AD assassins that use Stormrazor and Duskblade is actually nerfed them. Yeah. I don't know. The lethality might make up for the. I don't know if that does actually.
It's 3 lethality.
That's a lot of base damage off the passive.
I think it's going to be generally better for us because of the base damage going down. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely better for us. But in general, like those champions are usually easy to deal with, so it doesn't really matter too much. Just makes it much easier.
And everything else in the patch notes don't matter.
Yeah, just skins and bullshit. All right. Next topic.
So some of these changes that we made on the subreddit, well, there's this long-standing like philosophy that I had, and I've noticed this in like other subreddits where I fucking hated this noise, where they like pretend to be like fair dictators or some shit like that, and they're just like, yes, we hold up fairness and accountability for everybody, and we want to pretend that we're holding up a golden Libra scale to make sure that everybody is punished accordingly. But then like actually, if you've ever seen like any of these subreddits have any kind of drama ever, what ends up happening is that the mods will act out in the most weird and irrational ways while still trying to hide behind the visage of, we are very fair, we're so good at our jobs, we're impartial, we've got God behind us, and we know what we are doing, blessed be you who are not toxic. But I'm like, fuck that noise. I'm not gonna pretend to be like some high and mighty fucking bullshit. I'm gonna ban people when they start acting out and saying stupid shit. You fucking you fucking say some stupid shit, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, and like I've got a very high tolerance for memes and like shitty cancer memes, and like they'll also be like, excuse me, you're not allowed to tell somebody to KYS. You never know what they're going through. It's like, fuck that noise. Yeah, sure, fine. If you're actually telling somebody to the point, it's like, Jesus Christ, how did you even fucking pop out of your mother's vagina? You should have been strangled the moment you popped out. That shit's like, it's like, okay, that's kind of...
That shit is not fucking acceptable. The fucking memes, like, that's our fucking community in general. Like, we just say it, like, in a weird way as a fucking joke, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's a fucking meme.
Yeah, and like all these fucking retards who are just like saying like stupid shit and just like, yeah, sure, okay, fine, fuck it, whatever. You can say stupid shit as much as you want, but like if you're going to the point like where you have stopped joking and you're actually trying to intentionally hurt somebody, get the fuck out of here. I don't really care for you all that much anyway. Like if I fucking, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, we don't want that around there.
Like all these... Also, we try and make it fair by saying that everybody's an idiot and that nobody's better than each other, which really cuts down on people trying to like take the high and mighty road on each other, which is kind of silly and stupid. Because like everybody's a fucking degenerate here on Jaxmains. Everybody's got like the low IQ fucking monkeys. And that's just really something that I really didn't like about seeing these other subreddits, is when they like try and like take the high road on these issues, and just like, and then like you see people saying, it's like, but that your reasoning on that actually your reasoning on this is kind of flawed. I'm just like, okay, you don't like, if you actually get shown okay, so you've got a problem, somebody tells you that your problem solving is wrong, and now you look like the asshole. Okay, How about we just skip those first 2 parts and just go to the last one where you look like the asshole? That way there's no justification and there's no hiding behind the thing that you're just, I'm an asshole. This is an asshole server. We're going to deal things in an asshole way. Stay in line or I will slap you. Rather than just like trying to say is like, yes, we're all good here. We're all good people. Do keep in mind the Reddit rules of conduct and shit like that. Just like I don't like pretending that I'm better than I am.
Yeah, it's just like people don't like take certain things as jokes, and some people do. It's like just opinion based, and like people don't like, I don't know, like people take like some memes seriously. Let's just say, and it's like, dude, it's a legit fucking meme. Like, chill the fuck out. Like, I don't know. We're just like,
I mean, I've definitely pushed the boundary on what was an acceptable meme.
We're not really like the public opinion of, oh, anytime you put like a KYS meme, then they should get banned. It's like, no, like, we get it's a fucking meme and whatever.
And like one time that we had like a fucking meme drama issue when there was like a difference of opinion that was like kind of intense. Like it was a very simple, we are being told by the higher ups we can't do this, so don't do this. Guy continues to do this. Sorry, but you're out of here. And that was the end of that. There was a very straightforward and simple issue at hand, because like at that point it's no longer in our hands to fucking say anything about it. We're not even trying to like make the justification of we're not even trying to make the justification of like that's really out of hand. It's just like, no, we're simply not allowed to allow this to happen. So cut it out, or we'll get fucking banned or some shit like that. Some stupid shit like that.
Exactly. And then it's like shit like there are memes, and then there was that one issue with that one dude, Nitroden or whatever.
Yeah.
And what he ended up doing is he ended up spamming one of our like meme quotes or whatever.
It was just being like, he's just being a stupid.
And he like fucking like spam posted on our subreddit, and then he on one of his posts he spammed the quote in the fucking comment section.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's also just like, all right, cool, you've made your joke.
It was kind of
stopped
funny,
being funny like by the 8th time you've done it. Like, all right, now you're just being a kind of an idiot.
You're spamming our fucking subreddit. That doesn't really fly.
No, it's like, get some new material or get out.
Fucking same joke. If it's the same fucking joke, then that's not allowed.
No. Like, if you're gonna fucking beat cancer, at least get some good material and keep it fresh.
Yeah, you could at least variate your memes, but whatever.
Definitely. So what do you think about these fucking people who are saying that they started climbing from like bronze to gold just because they switched to Jax?
I think that's legit, honestly. Like, Jax is such a... I mean...
I'll tell you why I think they're full of shit. Now, I'm not saying that they're like...
Oh, the ones without the proof.
No, not even like that. Just people saying that as like, I climbed just because of switching to Jax. No, you learned how to play the fucking game. You stopped playing all these stupid idiot champions, and now you're playing a simple champion, and now you got good at a simple champion. You started learning, and you started putting in the effort into one champion, and now you're starting to actually legitimately get good at the game. But it's not just because, and it's just because that you put the fucking mental fortitude to actually pick one champion and stick to it, rather than hopping around and picking flavor of the month. You're actually learning how to play the game.
Yeah, you don't have to focus like so much on like the champion's kit when you're playing Jax. Like, I mean, in some ways maybe, but like overall he's a fucking simple champion. So you just focus on the macro play. It's like your brain isn't like focused on all these different things when you're playing someone like Katarina. Like, when you're playing someone like Katarina, your brain is like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that with my ability, but also the macro play, oh fuck, I can't really think of that because I'm brain dead bronze.
Yeah.
And when you're playing Jax, it's like, you think more of like wave manipulation, like fucking roaming, you know, split pushing, shit like that. You think of like macro play rather than micro play. And that's like really important in terms of like climbing, because if you can actually like you can legit like climb really hard depending on how good your macro is.
I guess, but I don't think these fucking bronze apes are actually. I think they got to the point where they're just like they've actually learned how to play Jax rather than it's just like Jax is a magical champion that has now allowed me to climb for free. I think.
Oh
That,
yeah, that too. Yeah, definitely. 100%. You just play like a couple of games and you'll probably learn the
there you go.
champion.
You've now learned the
Easy.
champion, and now you can like develop your skills elsewhere in the game, and now you can start building these fucking these foundation building blocks for champions. In general, because you stopped trying to learn a champion and you started learning how to play the game, because you started just, I know how to play Jax, I can stop learning how to play Jax, I can now start learning how to play the game. And that's where
Right.
like having these champions where you've got like a low effort to get those building blocks up of trading. His trades are very simple. You jump in, you fucking hit them, you counter strike when you're about to get hit. And then like CSing is a very simple champion. You fucking fighting. It's all very, very good. It's like everything about Jax is very straightforward and doesn't require a whole lot of thought. And now you can start actually thinking about higher level things that will affect the game outside of lane. Trading affects lane. Macro and other things and other types of decision making affect the game. Lane doesn't affect the game, but it does help sometimes. So like I think it's
Yeah,
just that these
definitely.
people are actually learning how to play the game because they're actually sticking to a single champion. Not because
Exactly.
it was Jax specifically. You can fucking say that about any simple champion that doesn't require like a fucking StarCraft 2 APM to be able to play the fucking game, like Zed or Yasuo or some shit like that. You could get this by playing Annie, or fuck's sake.
Yeah, like for me, like I was like in season 5, I think I was like having a hard time, you know, climbing and shit because I never mained a champion, and I always told myself, fuck, I need to find a champion to main.
Nice.
And then eventually I did, and I started climbing with Jax. And
But
season 6, well, you know, I fucking hit plat. Actually, it was like season 5 when I started maining Jax. And it was like season 3 and 4, I like started playing ranked. Well, I started playing ranked season 3, but I didn't play that much. But season 4 is when I started kind of
yeah,
seriously playing ranked, but I wasn't like climbing at all because
of
I've played
course.
like a fuck ton of different champions. And plus, that was like when the roles were fucked up with queuing up. You would have to be
Oh
like in
God
chat
Almighty.
top
Top. Dude, that
or
shit was so
whatever.
bad.
I fucking hated that. So
So
like in
bad.
terms of climbing, it was hard because you couldn't really like. It was hard to main a role.
Yeah, I
Um,
understand.
and then like season 5 came along. I was like, okay, I'm going to start maining Jax, and I got to gold, I think, season 5, and then
Yeah.
I hit plat, my peak, season 6.
All right, so now that's an interesting question. Are you done with your thought?
Yeah,
All right, so that's an interesting question. Do you think that the overall skill level of League of Legends of the League of Legends player base has gone up because of the introduction of role preference, or do you think that it has gone down on an overall sense because now people are only good at one thing rather than having a basic understanding of all roles? Because
that's
people,
actually an
because
interesting
people are getting like,
question.
people are having higher peaks, but because that they're specializing in those high peaks, they're going to have lower lows because they can't actually play anything else.
I feel like you were so like forced into like so many different roles to learn that you, while yeah, you could learn the every single role and that would be good for you in terms of like gameplay and skill
Mm-hmm.
base wise,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like you didn't get much practice in a certain something
Oh
to actually
yeah.
unlock your full potential.
Yeah, that's true. Because that's another thing is that repetition is what breeds like actual expertise in a certain role. Because like once you start doing a single champion or a single role over and over, you start to notice the patterns and you're able to
Right.
perfect those patterns. But if you keep hopping back and forth between roles because you can't actually get any of that shit, then you're just going to be stuck at like a so then like I'm feeling that like after the introduction of queue preference or of role preference, the general skill has gone up,
I think it has. I think it definitely has, to be honest.
At least like the peak going up is going to offset the low lows.
Right.
And now we're going to be getting that new queue fucking system like next year or some shit, right? Or like you start getting ranks based off of your roles.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
Honestly, that's going to be. I think that's going to be pretty fucking good. Honestly,
I like that. A lot of people are like kind of weirded out by that, but I kind of like it.
I think it's really good for the game, honestly, because like I don't want to be known as like fucking. I don't know. I don't want to be known as like my support play or my fucking AD carry play. Like I fucking hate those roles. I hate bot lane. Like I'd rather play support than AD carry, which is weird
same
for me.
Actually.
Which is weird for me because like it's just like I don't like ranged auto attack based champions.
I mean, if Vayne is back into a spot where she's not shit, I'll play her more. Because like I actually like playing Vayne because she just feels like fucking
Vayne top.
Jax. I've done that shit before, dude. I've literally had Pornhub open in one window, in one screen, and League of Legends open in the other. I'm looking up some fucking massage porn where some girl is like massaging another girl and like fingering her fucking clit and shit like that. And I'm like just like beating it off with my left hand. Meanwhile, I'm like right clicking the fucking Darius and like CSing and shit like that. And I fucking came while I first blooded him. It was so good. Literally the best feeling I've had in my fucking life. So good.
That is hilarious. Oh my god.
Literally.
I mean, that just sounds so brain dead to get first blood if you can do it that way, because legit Vayne top just like counters so many fucking picks. Like it's
a lot of melee picks, and a lot of tanks go fuck yourself. But if you start going into fucking like matchups like Teemo or Kennen and shit like that, then you're gonna start running into issues. But like other than that, for the majority of top laners and like real top lane picks, then yeah, sure. Then maybe I might actually bring Vayne back as like a fucking what do you call it? A staple pick or as a pocket pick when I have a tank jungler or some shit like a tank jungler and a tank support. Then I might start bringing out the fucking Vayne top.
Oh yeah,
because that shit seems fucking money. But I am still a fan of the Leona top in my ranked games.
Honestly, Leona is so underrated.
Leona's so
just like
strong.
in other roles other than support.
Like Leona's a really fucking strong duelist, TBH.
Like honestly, like giving that champion items, she gets so much fucking tankiness from like like the tank carry items rather than the support fuck buddy items. So I like Iceborne Gauntlet.
Iceborne Gauntlet Leona? That feels kind of unnecessary.
I think a Sheen effect on Leona is actually really good because of her Q.
Yeah, sure, but I would just go like Trinity Force at that point because she's already got a lot of CC in her kit that she doesn't really need Iceborne Gauntlet, and like she can't really utilize it all that
actually Trinity might be better nowadays because everybody's going Trinity. Fuck, even maybe Malphites are taking Trinity.
What? That's so stupid. Fuck out of here with that shit.
I mean, I can see it like W proc with Trinity.
Fuck off. You stupid
split push.
Fuck out of here.
Beat that tower, pussy.
So bad, dude. Come on. You're fucking
that's
trolling
a troll
me. I'm
build.
gonna ban you.
That's a troll build.
All right. So now this is really your topic of expertise, the lack of Jax YouTube content from high elo Jaxmain players themselves. I have a quick thought on this. I think it's because that Jax is monopolized by Hashinshin.
I don't know, honestly.
Like,
I just
Udyr was monopolized. Udyr was monopolized by Trick2G and Searches, or Trick2G actually, and fucking Draven is monopolized by Tyler1. So we're really not gonna see fucking any other like Jax content from anybody other than Hashinshin because nobody else is like as such of a character.
But Hashinshin doesn't even fucking make Jax content on YouTube. He just makes fucking complaint videos.
He does. He fucking QQs all day.
Give enervating locket.
What?
I'm fucking Nexus Blitz.
Riot should kill themselves.
Like no random videos where he's just like fucking recording himself complaining about Riot.
Nerf singed. Nerf singed.
I mean, that was funny as shit, honestly.
Fucking, I still hate Hashinshin so much. I can't
He's
count
so
how many
fucking
times.
annoying.
I can't count how many times I've tried to remove him from the fucking Jaxmains subreddit as a fucking official streamer, especially when he's playing like 1,600 games as like champions not fucking Jax. It's like he went like on a Warwick, Fiora, and Aatrox streak. Meanwhile, he's
Why
not
the
playing Jax.
fucking Warwick?
Yeah, when Warwick got reworked, he played just like a shit ton of Warwick because he was such a fucking busted champion. He still is technically. That's just,
Honestly,
like,
I think
alright.
Warwick top is actually not like
It's not bad. He's basically a fucking different kind of Jax, but he's like more melee. He's like
the sustain makes it viable.
yeah.
And he's a duelist too, so
Yeah.
it works. Plus he's got CC. So.
He does have some CC, yeah. But like still though, it's like what's gonna have to change in order for more Jax? I feel like League of Legends champions have like one fucking person that represents them, and that's it. That's it. Like it feels like that's like
I can agree with that because, well, to a certain degree, I can agree with that because I do see a few like one-trick mains on YouTube. Like, for instance, Trendamere. I think there's like 3 that I know of that are high.
I can't think of literally anybody.
There was Boxer Pete, and there's Fogged, who is probably the best right now in terms of Trendamere content.
I've literally never heard of these fuckers.
Fogged for the win?
No, I've literally never heard of these people.
Okay, so there's Fogged, FTW too.
Okay.
There's fucking JC. He's probably not known by you for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's Boxer Pete. Boxer Pete was fucking amazing. Like, he was so fucking hilarious, and he would just like flame people, and it was hilarious. I don't know, just like watch his shit, and I don't know.
I mean, I feel like we should just like the only other way that this can fucking happen is if we get like fucking Ace Windstorm and Ranger ZX to be a little bit more vocal about the champion on like fucking Reddit or some shit, on because like they're already well known on Twitch a little bit for like their fucking gameplay and shit like that.
Yeah, like.
Nobody below.
Does Ace still play Jax jungle much?
I don't know. I don't fucking know what he does.
I saw him like.
Oh, he says that like, and now he's like a fucking 3-trick, and Jax is his tertiary champion now or some shit like that.
Yeah, I saw him say in the Discord that he doesn't play Jax much. Like he plays other champions.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
which is like fine, but like, fucking Christ.
I don't know. It's like Rangers. The thing about Rangers is like he's hella good.
Yeah.
He's hella fucking good at playing Jax. It's just like he's a pretty toxic person.
What is it with fucking... Okay, you know what? No, never mind. I was about to say, what is it with fucking Jax players being toxic? Because, like, we've got fucking Hashinshin and Ranger ZX, but then I realized that we've got, like, fucking Trick2G, who was kind of like a fucking Flame Lord back in the day, and then we've also got, like, Tyler1, who had the whole Sanjuro thing that happened around him. So I think it's just, like, anytime... Like, it's just, like...
Ace is, like...
people are... draw in an audience.
Ace is, like, the only person I know that's, like... that was at least a Jax one trick that wasn't like toxic.
Yeah. But the problem is that if you're not toxic, then what do you have going for you? The easiest way to get like a fucking
It's entertaining as shit.
It's so fucking entertaining to watch, especially for the fucking brainless masses that just want to see fucking fun shit because they don't care about how good you are at the game or some shit like that. Which is why we had like a bunch of these like fucking D-tier fucking YouTubers like Kiori and fucking Donkey and like all that shit because they were funny.
Oh yeah.
They're funny. It's not that they're good at the game, it's that they were fucking funny.
Yeah.
So like if these people want an audience, they're gonna have to like change up their style or something like that. But the problem is that from what we've seen of Hashinshin, if you sacrifice style, like you have to pick between style or humor, or like style or gameplay, because like if you get enough style, then your gameplay is going to suffer. If you get more gameplay, then your style is going to suffer. Right. Or some shit like that, because like that's what we've been seeing from Hashinshin. Like once he stopped being giga toxic and started like actually like playing the game and like putting his brain towards it and like not being toxic, being constructive, trying to play his fucking brains out, he actually fucking skyrocketed to masters. He still didn't beat Dom's challenge of getting challengers and shut the fuck up until you hit challenger, but still.
But he climbed really hard.
He climbed really fucking fast and really fucking hard, showing that, yeah, if he just shuts the fuck up, he can get really good. The problem is that Hashinshin didn't get a fucking audience base by being, hey, good job, guys, good job, we can do this. The reason why that is interesting of that kind of tonal dissonance is because he's been historically toxic and shit like that.
Oh, fuck yeah. And it's just like, you look at that and then you look at Tyler 1 and you're like, damn.
The redemption story is so good for people who have been historically toxic. You're giga toxic. You're also pretty good at the game. You get fucking like called out by a Rioter or another YouTube or an ex-pro, and then you fucking try hard, and you have your redemption story, and now you're back in that, and that redemption story is super cool. But the problem is that for people who are actually like middle of the road, they're generally good people, they don't talk a whole lot of shit, and they're good at the game, they're not gonna get shit because, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, idiot.
Oh yeah, definitely. So like the thing is, like, all the Jaxmains I see, like Stevens, Rangers, and Hashinshin, they're like usually pretty toxic. Like Stevens and Rangers are actually pretty toxic in my opinion, but like I'm not gonna like shit on them for being toxic. Like, it's entertaining as shit.
Yeah.
But and you just look at their Jax gameplay and you're like, whoa, they're fucking amazing at playing this champion. Like, honestly, if you're trying to learn the champion, then yeah, go to those fucking channels. Like, those are probably the most two recommended channels in terms of Jax content gameplay. But you need to watch like their Twitch in order to see their content, because they don't really post. They don't post on YouTube.
No, they don't.
And that's the issue. That's the issue. They like just want to specifically just play on Twitch and not make content for YouTube, which is fine. That's what they want to do.
That's their hustle.
But it kind of just puts us in this like boat where we're like, fuck, we don't have a Jaxmain making content on YouTube.
I think also this is like partially the reason why I want to go into like fucking professional editing, is because like I could probably find some fucking YouTuber or some fucking Twitch streamer who doesn't want to put effort into their Twitch channel and just fucking mooch off of them by making videos for them, like off of their fucking content and shit like that, because like there's shit there that's free practically. And like you see all these different fucking, like you've noticed like Dyrus, I'm a cutie pie, I will dominate, these fucking ex-professional streamers who have gotten these editors to do their fucking editing for them. And like, have you seen these guys? They like fucking hop around the place between the three of them, like back and forth. Like they swapped editors like all the time. It's like whatever, it's free basically.
I mean, fuck. I mean, honestly, like it's just like, yeah, their content is really entertaining because these editors are so
they get that shit done, and that's really good.
Yeah.
So then, like, what kind of change do we need to see in order to have some of these fucking lesser known Twitch streamers to actually get their content out onto YouTube in a more permanent sense, rather than just like streaming day to day and just getting like no shit? Is it just as simple as them getting an editor, or?
I don't even think like, I mean, yeah, editing does matter in terms of like quality of content, but like if they just put content, like if they actually were consistent and just put fucking content there,
yeah, but you can't just like
watch.
You can't just like pull down the entire stream off of Twitch and throw that onto YouTube and call it a day, because like nobody's gonna fucking watch that on YouTube. The audience is different.
Well, the thing is, I think a lot of people on YouTube, in terms of League of Legends, like YouTube content, enjoy like full gameplay commentaries because they like learning the game from beginning to end for like specific games, and they like watching those over and over and over again to learn like mindsets for certain matchups or all this bullshit. Like, it teaches you a lot if you watch full gameplay commentaries.
Yeah, but then you also got like a bunch of these fucking like these fucking scrap YouTube channels that just like pull down videos from fucking people's live streams, or not live streams, but they go and they look at the matches of and they go and look at the matches on like OPGG, and they're just like, hey, fucking
like Synapse and shit.
Yeah, like Synapse and shit like that. Jax versus Renekton or some shit. Jax versus Renekton full let's see here. Matchup YouTube 2018. Let me just go and fucking see something here. There's fucking...
And then there's like people playing the champion that don't one-trick the champion, but just play the champion. Like, that's most of the Jax content. Like, just people who just play the champion from time to time if they top lane. That's pretty much it. Like, it's solo Renekton. Boom, what up? Boom, what up? It's Mike, solo Renekton only.
Oh god. Hey, oh shit. Okay, that actually leads up into into one of our other topics, kind of. I don't know if this is on one of our fucking on one of our shits here, but remember,
we can add it, whatever.
Yeah, sure. This will be the last additional topic that I try and add here, but fucking these people, these fucking YouTubers who say, I'm gonna quit League of Legends. I'm just not having fun with the game anymore. I'm not gonna play League of Legends anymore. I'm gonna stop uploading League of Legends content. The most notable one is fucking Night Blue 3, like from a few months ago. Like the earliest, hugest instance of this happening, set like a really weird tone for the rest of it, is Donkey. When Donkey quit the fucking League scene, that was huge, dude.
That was huge as fuck. But he actually didn't like go back on his word.
He actually fucking stopped. He's just like, man, I'm done with League of Legends. And then he actually stayed done. So now you got all these other, and he got like so many fucking views on that video, like comparatively to the other shit, because it was such a big drama deal. So now you got all these other fucking copycats, because that's what fucking everybody does, is that everybody just copies Donkey, like back in the day, and now they just copy Donkey. It's like, yeah, sure, I'm quitting League of Legends too. But then
I don't think like it's a lot of people that are just like trying to copycat. No, I think it's just more so they're just like kind of like season 8's just been like a shit show for a lot of people. Like a lot of people are like switching to Fortnite and shit, or switching to a different game. Like Dyrus plays WoW now.
Yeah. Dyrus
honestly,
has had like his fucking run.
That.
Dyrus has had his run. He's just like, guys, and like, okay, personally, I've always had a soft spot for Dyrus, because he's always been like that sort of character who like didn't really like give a shit about what most people think. Like, he's always been looking out for himself, and that's really respectable. And but like, he looks out for himself, but he also like cares about his fans. But he's just like, guys, I'm kind of fucking bored with League of Legends. I've had a really good run. I just don't want to play League of Legends right now. I mean, I've had a good long run. I've played.
That is such a good impression.
I played professionally for like 8 years now or some shit like that, and I'm just kind of burnt out on the game, guys. Yep. But then you've got like these fucking people who are just like, okay, the two most notable people: Solo Renekton only and Night Blue 3. People fucking forget that Solo Renekton only, when Overwatch came out...
he fucking quit at one point, but he actually came back.
The dude fucking quit League of Legends, and then he like fucking hopped back. He's just like, guys, League of Legends just really isn't fulfilling my I don't watch them, so I can't do an accurate impression, but guys, League of Legends isn't really fulfilling my competitive drive for fucking video games, because I really get that internal validation from stomping my opponent, and I just don't really get that from League of Legends anymore.
Oh yeah, like, he made that fucking video, and it was like, I'm gonna make Overwatch content, and then
Overwatch is really satisfying.
Like, wait, my channel's fucking dead. Gotta go back to League.
Yeah, and then he went back to fucking League of Legends. It's like, all right, cool. So it's not really it's not actually a motivating factor of, it's not really a matter of passion and like what you're passionate about. Is like, I was like, League of Legends is dead to me versus League of Legends is dead. No, it's just,
I don't think it's like ever going to be like, people will quit and most people will come back. That's the thing about it. Like League of Legends is just like one of those games where it's just like, sometimes you just don't feel like you're having fun, but you're actually like really entertained when you're playing the game. Like you just don't realize it. Like it's such a competitive drive that you enjoy it.
Yeah, and like I've actually like I haven't told anybody about this, but I've actually stopped playing League of Legends for like the past few months just because like I've been really shorted on time and I can't really devote as much time as I want to League of Legends. So I've got to go and find my fucking video game high from these other games, and like I've eventually fallen back into the point where I'm just like, man, I'm not having fun. I beat Dark Souls 1. I'm not really having fun with these other video games right now, and I don't feel like playing Dark Souls 2 right now. So what am I gonna do? And so I hop back into League of Legends, and like my hands are fucking shaking when I go and try and go in for that first blood. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this shit's good. Damn, I just got a first blood.
Yeah,
Holy
I
shit.
feel like it's like a drug that you like try to fucking quit, and then you come back to it, it's like, oh fuck, I'm back on this shit.
But then like I play League of Legends
dude,
for like a few more games, I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember.
I had a legit like 4-month break from the fucking game. I thought I was legit done. And then I like came back. Like I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to start playing a bit of League of Legends and shit. Like Nexus Blitz was introduced, and I was like, I guess I'm going to do this for like a little bit of fun. And that was like, wait.
That game mode's actually really good.
It is.
I really like it, and I appreciate that the work that Riot put into it, because it actually is. I was just like, man, I don't feel like playing a full game of League of Legends. I'm gonna play some fucking Nexus Blitz. I play some Nexus Blitz. I'm just like, damn, this is good. I think I'm gonna play a real game of League of Legends now.
Yeah, me too. And then like when I did that, I was like, fuck. And then I felt the addiction come back, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this sucks, because like I know like sometimes League has like fucked with me, like in terms of like my lifestyle and shit.
Oh, has it actually?
Like, yeah, I feel like complete shit because I'm like, God damn it, I just want to play League of Legends instead of like go out tonight with people or like meet new people, dude, or some shit. Like, I feel like League is one of those games, and that's where like I get scared of like actually getting like into the game again, because I know like if I get into it, I'm probably just going to like want to play it over and over and over. Yeah. Like last night, I played so long last night, and I was like, fuck, why did I do that?
Yeah, and like definitely the same for me, because like I've had to fucking schedule times like earlier in the year where I'm just like, all right, these are some things that I want to do in life. I want to get my fucking driver's license, so I gotta fucking practice learning how to drive. I gotta fucking get a job, and I want to actually play League consistently. And then I also need to like fucking make time for my friends. These are like the fucking 4 things that I had to do and like plan my life around, is like fucking advancing my life, fucking ranking up, and hanging out with my friends so that I don't go insane. And like this is like League is not just a fucking video game. Like for some people it's a fucking lifestyle, and it's so weird for that to fucking happen.
Yeah, it is. As weird as that is, yeah. And then the like
League is life.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, dude. Like, it's like, god damn it, I want to like fucking go out and like try to find another job. Like, I really need to do that right now, but I like been like fucking drowned in League right now. I'm just like,
don't let that happen to you.
Fuck.
So like,
yeah, I can't.
So like, what I did when I was looking for a job is that like I put out like fucking 4 applications a day. I just threw out like fucking 4 applications out online every fucking day. I'm just like, I didn't hear from anybody back today, so I'm going to throw out another 4 applications. I didn't hear from anybody today. I'm going to go throw out another 4 applications. Now, what that means is that like fucking 3 weeks down the line or some shit like that, I'm going to have like fucking phone calls left and right saying, like, hey, can you show up for an interview? And like for my entire week, I'll just like book all my interviews for 1 week, and I'm just be like, boom, 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 boom. Let's go.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I actually have like a couple of jobs, like, wanting me to like, I don't know, I think have an interview with them. Well, I gotta get one set up for one of them, and another one I have to talk to again because they haven't gave me a call back. So I'm just going to talk to them again because I really want that fucking job.
Go get it. What kind of job is it? Can you tell?
Yeah, it's actually Best Buy.
Oh shit, nice. A lot of fucking Best Buy people play League, so you should be able to fucking talk shit with them.
Yeah, I want to be in a like technology based type of job, honestly, because I feel like that I would relate to a lot of people there.
I don't give a shit about relating to people. That's why I'm a delivery driver. I fucking bring people their food. They give me money. End of conversation.
I feel like I might go for that if it doesn't work out for Best Buy.
Yeah, Panera Bread has got a pretty good fucking gig for delivery driving. It's better than most people's delivery
I
driving from what I
hear.
hear. Yeah.
I hear. Yeah, I might consider that because I've heard it's like really good. And somebody said they would put in a good word for me too when I
I
talked
mean,
to them.
like,
I was
yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you can even get you can get a fucking award for just doing jack shit.
Omega lol.
Like, not even kidding. Like, I fucking like the place that I started at closed down, so I had to be transferred like across the street to the other location. And then I was just doing like the shit. Like, I was just doing shit. I was like, well, I mean, I don't exactly like if I just sit here and do nothing, I'm gonna be bored out of my fucking mind, so I might as well fucking work. And so I was like, all right, I'm moving dishes, all right, I'm fucking cleaning tables. And then like this place never had delivery drivers before, so they're just like, whoa, we're getting so much shit done, wow, it's so cool. And then I got an award, but like I was at home like jerking off or some shit because my car like had an issue that I was just like, hey guys, my catalytic converter died out, so I can't actually come into work today. I know that we had that event planned, but I can't attend. And they're just like, oh, okay, well, fine. And they're just like, here's an award for this guy, for Vague Man. I'm just like, wow, awards are kind of fucking stupid. I don't feel like I did anything.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, like I'm working a job right now, but
Bet.
I'm like not. I need another job because I'm not getting too many hours with that job,
Bet.
and I just need something that pays more too.
Yeah, understandable.
I'm probably going to be working that job alongside another one, to be
There you go.
honest. So I'm going to be like really strapped up for time.
Gotcha. All right,
But
the
right now
last
I'm not.
topic. Oh, sorry, my B. Last topic that we have is the fucking Riot SJW issue that we had on here. I personally don't have like a lot of opinions on this.
Me either.
Okay, so let's fucking try and paint the scene for people who are unaware. Riot is having an event thing. It's kind of like a fucking a Riot
It's like
TED Talk.
a women at PAX type of thing.
Oh yeah, they were having like a fucking conference or some shit like that where fucking people
Specifically for just women, I
well,
think.
it was split. Like they were gonna have like this conference thing where they're just talking about like how to survive in the games industry in like these various fields, and then they also had a separate time slot for women and non-binary people to show up, and they were prioritized, and that struck a lot of people as odd because
Whoa.
yeah, because they're just like, all right, we are segregating the men away from the women.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And
sorry.
Okay, so like, no, okay, so tell me. I think I'm really kind of undecided on the topic because on the one hand, sure, we're providing like the same general experience for both men and women. It's just on two different time slots. It's separate but equal, and like people are taking a lot of offense to this, saying that this is exclusion, that this is excluding men or some shit like that.
Okay, that makes more sense the way you said it actually, because that doesn't really, like, you look at it and you're like, oh my god, like you jump to conclusions and you're like, oh my god, that's sexist.
Yeah, it's not like they're making it the entire event is only for women. If that was the case, fuck it. The Riot's so out of league. But they did also have that little kerfuffle a little bit ago where they're just like, yeah, we have kind of been kind of shitty to the women in our workplace.
Oh yeah, the whole drama in that fucking article and shit, like a week or month ago or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, where they're just like, yeah, all of the women in our fucking workplace have been sexually harassed by somebody or another.
That was all over my fucking timeline one day, and I was like, what the fuck? Riot, you guys are shit.
But I think like also another issue, I don't think that like the segregation of men and women is as big of an issue as is individual rioters' reactions to the Reddit backlash. I think that the presence of individual rioters talking out about this topic really shouldn't be that big to begin with. To start their redemption story, saying it's just like, we fucked up with regarding the fucking fair sex in the past. We're gonna try and like move forward and trying to make things better by trying to make them a core focus about the topic. But now that we've got like these other writers chiming in, saying shit like, they're just acting like really snarky to like the fucking backlash. And like, when you fight fire with fire, like, all right, you fucked up, you're trying to fix it, Reddit backlashes at you, you backlash back at Reddit. What's the direction that this is going to go? You've now set up a pattern. There's backlash from Reddit, you start the backlash. What's the next step? There's going to be more backlash. It's going to keep bobbling back and forth, fucking fire with fire, instead of like trying to handle this thing with like more tact and sincerity.
That's so true. Yeah. Like, they just, I don't think Riot really needs to be like just really super dramatic about it. Like, I feel like they just should be like,
oh my fucking god,
I don't even know how to, I don't even know what Riot, I don't think Riot should try to like involve themselves.
They can try and fix their issues, but the problem is that you can't fix your issues by creating more issues. All right.
Yeah,
this
you
fucking
can't.
Daniel Z. Klein, who the fuck even is this guy? I don't even know who this guy is.
I didn't really know too much. I mean, I kind of knew he was a thing, but like, I didn't really know too much about him.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
And then I was like, what the fuck? Why is he bitching?
Yeah, I just assumed that he was some fucking Riot or some shit like that. I'm just like, why is Riot actually just trying to go and fucking fight this?
Like, fucking. Let me find the link.
When one group has too much and one has too little, some must be taken from the group that has too much. That sucks. And if you're used to being catered to your entire life and always being made to feel like the most special boy in the room, the above will be your reaction. If you've ever had to think about this for a minute in your life, congratulations, you're privileged as fuck and have been benefiting from a system that makes the lives of other people hell. I sincerely hope these man babies crying in that thread will grow up someday. And like, he
called people man babies.
He called Reddit because he's talking about a specific thread on Reddit, and he's like fucking calling Redditors fucking man babies, and they're crying. And it's just like, wow, okay, way to fucking make the situation worse. Rather than saying
you just like cause more shit. Like,
you do. And this is why, like, Riot also has the fucking stance in their fucking report system, where just like, one person starts shit, the other person responds to that shit with more shit. Guess who's gonna get the fucking shit stick and get punished? Both of them. Both of them are gonna get the shit stick because they both acted out. Sure, Reddit might have been the first to act out, but guess what? You fucking fed into that shit, and you made the situation worse. You flamed. It's like this person's flaming the team. You started flaming that person. Guess what? You're both in the fucking shitter now.
Yeah, that, I don't know. Like, his shit, like, him lashing out himself was fucking stupid. I don't know. Like, that wasn't a good idea on his part. Like, I don't know. They should be like working on like trying to like just solve the issue rather than just like fucking, oh fuck y'all.
Oh, there's also like one unseen issue here that not a lot of people are noticing, and it's really not an obvious thing, so I'm not really like trying to put anybody down by saying that they didn't notice this. But the thing is that I actually do like that these individual rioters are causing a fucking shit show, because it shows that Riot doesn't actually have a PR department, and not everything that Riot says is filtered through some fucking PR guy. Because like, once you start throwing up these fucking PR people, you're gonna start having like this bigger filter between Riot as a company and the individual player base. Because because if you have that fucking PR person, then this wall, you've got like this fucking invisible wall, and like you've got two people like screaming at a glass wall at each other, and you can only hear so much of what the other is trying to say. But like, do you understand what I'm trying to get at here? Like, I do appreciate, like, even though Riot is being a complete sack of shit right now, I do appreciate that what they're saying isn't being like filtered through a PR apologist. Because like, it keeps the walls of communication up so that they can say stupid shit, we can say stupid shit back at them, and it's not going to be like, because like, eventually it's going to get to the point where it's just like, you know how I've been saying, like, probably like last episode, where it's just like esports is just like this stale fucking place where no drama is anymore, because everybody's being like super fucking respectable. It's like, yes, we really practice our hearts out, we really do want to be really good at the game, deepest respects to the enemy team. I really hope that the best team wins here. Not saying any names, but I really do hope that our team is the one that comes out ahead. And that stupid shit. Meanwhile, we've got Double F saying, be fucking throwing jerseys and trash cans and be like, "Fuck y'all, y'all are bad." That shit was fun back in the day, and that shit was good, and it's good for like player-based engagement. But the thing is that once you start getting these PR people up in here and having these more politically correct statements, then it's like it's better for money, but it's worse for the player base, and it's less fun and interesting. So I do still appreciate that Riot's being open and honest, even though I disagree with.
I mean, I do appreciate that for sure. I mean, I do appreciate that. Yeah, they're being open and honest about
their feelings. Yeah,
whatever. But I don't know. I feel like they could definitely take a more mature approach rather than just calling people fucking
man babies. Fucking Jesus.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm like kind of getting distracted right now because I have some fucking dweeb trying to message me on a fucking League client about a club.
Lamau, close the fucking disc, or close it then, or mute him, or kick him, or take down his username so I can blacklist him. Lamau.
He's not asking me about like the actual Jax club, but he's asking about mine.
For the other shit, just fucking add him if he's got enough points or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it's just like, also I think it's kind of funny that if you actually try it, I truly believe that if you typed out Dunkmaster Darius's quotes into lol chat, you would eventually get banned. I think that's really kind of funny. I just feel like that is something that would definitely happen.
Yeah, honestly, like the shit they say is like, they're like, "Oh, we have a tribunal system.
No, you don't.
And we're going to ban you."
No, you don't.
And then they say shit like this on fucking Twitter, and we're like, "You guys are like a great example to our fucking community." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it's also like really important. Like most people aren't gonna get this, but like it's really important to distinguish individuals from the company.
Yeah.
Which is it makes things less interesting if you do that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Cactopus is back.
Oh yeah. Honestly, shit. I remember him leaving. I was like, oh damn. I didn't really like think too much about it.
What did Cactopus even do? Wasn't he just like the fucking patch?
I was about to ask you. I was thinking you fucking knew.
Alright, shit. What does Cactopus even do?
He did something with like league design or some shit. I don't know. I don't even know, dude.
See.
But what he
gone
did
for like half of a year.
But yeah, he like 5 months ago he made a fucking post. I was like, I'm leaving Riot. And then somebody made a fucking post like yesterday and was like, when is Cactopus coming back? And then he like said, hey, I'm actually back. I'm actually looking forward to what League is doing. Like, I think they have some really cool projects in the works. So that sounds like good news. Because a lot of people are fucking quitting.
Fucking cool.
I don't know. I don't really know. I think he would like participate in like one of the forums. He was
he was pretty active on Reddit too, which I think is where like a lot of people get their like their favor for him, which is like which is admirable. I like that and I appreciate that. Oh, so quick run back. If you're going to say that you're quitting League of Legends content on YouTube or Twitch, you better fucking nut up or shut up.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just a fucking faker and you're going in for the views, or you don't actually know what you want and you haven't thought this through.
I mean,
in case you're an ape brain.
I can understand if maybe you say, look guys, I'm going to take like a break. I don't know when I'm going to come back, but I'm going to come back sometime in the future.
Yeah, sure.
Like I did that on one of my videos, but I ended up like deleting it after I came back, but I haven't made Jax content
Yeah,
ever
bet.
since. So
All right. So, what's coming up? What's coming out? What kind of Jax related content do we have that is coming up in the near future with you, DMJ?
Um, like I said last podcast, I was just, going to make some serious guides. Was going to make some like probably some fun build videos, I guess.
How are we coming along on those so far? Made any progress since
Um,
the last podcast, or not really?
honestly, like I've just been playing League, and pretty much what I do when I just play League is I just, get the replay and I fucking have the content ready and I just put a edited video together or whatever, and there you go.
All right, nice. And so, what about the matchup discussions? Are we going to be seeing those on the subreddit anytime soon?
Yes, I actually made a post about that
Nice,
yesterday,
nice.
uh, going in depth about what we were going to change with some of it to improve the quality of them, as well as, what's going to stay the same. So pretty much everything that we were doing before is here, but except we're adding like some extra things that are going to make it even like higher quality for people. Um, and I included a table of the fucking matchup discussions because people keep asking like how certain matchups work and shit. Like I see that as a common question when we have the content laid out in our
Nice.
table of matchup discussions.
All right.
There's certain matchup discussions that need revisiting, which is pretty much just Irelia. I think Irelia is the only
Akali,
one.
kind of.
I don't think I did a Kali.
No, we didn't do Akali, but we're
We
going to
didn't,
need to
but
eventually because I
but
think she's.
we're going to need to do a Kali matchup discussion at some point.
Gotcha.
Um, so pretty much there should be a vote thing coming out, a straw poll for our next matchup discussion. I'm probably going to make it Irelia, Akali, and I don't know what other champions. I'll figure that out. But
Probably Garen again, maybe. Didn't we already have like a
I
fucking
we
already
did
thing?
Garen. We actually had a Garen discussion.
Is that outdated now, or is it still hold
I
value?
think it was actually our most recent one.
Oh yeah, true.
That was our actually very last one. You actually didn't have it like included in the table, so I edited the table.
That's good. That's good.
But I added Garen to that, and basically what I ended up saying in the matchup discussion. Let me go to it because I can't really remember what the fuck I said.
In the Garen discussion, I've got it here.
Yeah, I got it too.
Bet.
So I basically said you is basically you dodging his run at you, go fast with your counter strike. I don't know what the fuck. I was like trying to make like a meme out. I don't even fucking know. I was like basically saying you just gotta counter strike his Q, keep his passive down to continuously pressure him. Otherwise, he's probably just gonna sustain up, and you're going to be low HP, and he's going to fuck you. And pretty much like disengaging his spin damage.
Okay. So basically, say you can just walk up to him to fight, or let him walk up to you, and then use your fucking jump to get away from his spin. All right, that's pretty good general information for the moment. All right, so in terms of my end, things that I've done recently is that I made the removal policy on Jaxmains. You know, that fucking long-ass topic post that I got sticky on there. Also changed the subreddit CSS to make it look a little bit more pretty, a little bit more clean. In terms of videos, however, I have not made any progress on the basic Jax build guide for fucking idiots since the last time that we talked about it. However, I do now also have a planned video for Essence Reaver and Death Stance. The only issue is that I would need to play League of Legends in order to actually make those videos, because I hate both of those items.
Oh yeah, I'll probably actually test those items out myself, but
like I've got theory crafting, but that's all I can really do right now.
Yeah, I'll probably like I might make a video about why I think Death Stance is fucking bad, and
Lamau.
Why I think Essence Reaver is pretty good, but I still think it's like a gamble item.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Same.
I might have like a video that's like the issues with Essence Reaver and Death Stance Jax or something like that as a title, and fucking go into a discussion about it.
Gotcha. All right.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds like it from us. Do you have anything you want to say?
So I actually just looked at our recent vote, or not a recent, but like the last vote we had for our matchup discussions, because we do votes on every single one, and since our last one was Garen, we had votes for 5 matchups, which was Yasuo, Vladimir, Sion, Cho'Gath, and Aatrox. And Yasuo ended up winning in that one.
Of course he did.
So we might have what I might do is I might end up making, like, continuing it from this vote and then just make a different straw poll after the Yasuo one.
Fair.
But yeah, those should come out every Saturday.
All right, cool. Vet. Sounds cool. Yeah. All right.
But that's pretty much it.
Nice. For the rest of you, you can go fuck yourselves. Thank you very much for watching.